Welcome to the only news show where the news doesn't matter. Today we're looking at Austin McBroom going off on Bryce Hall, Jake Paul getting exposed by his alleged victim, and Jeffree Star slamming his talkers. By the way, folks, if any of you tried out the brand new Nintendo Switch game, Bitch Pure buys a single piece of wood from the Home Depot, I heard the game is extra hard and extra large and unironically dry. Irrelevant news. TikToker Anna Shumate apologized for an old video where she liked a few unsavory comments and made a couple as well.
Right around a year ago today on my spam account, I was asking for dark humor jokes, and I was liking and commenting back to a bunch of people saying their own dark humor jokes, which was really unacceptable to me, and the ones that I liked and commented back to were very unacceptable and wrong in so many ways.
This is unbelievable, folks. This entire generation is lost. How dare these people bow down to the mob and apologize for hurting specific communities that they know nothing about and have nothing to do with and only use as a punchline in their content. I am livid that creators can't do that anymore without some type of social consequence. We need to go back to the good old days when people can just be hateful and derogatory in peace.
I'm here to say that I'm sorry to everyone that I have affected with that video and those comments, and everybody, to my supporters that have supported me through it.
And it feels like somebody's got a gun to your head and is forcing you to apologize. Don't bow down to the mob. Blink twice and we will save you from accountability.
I don't want any sympathy at all, because that's not what I'm asking for, and it's just wrong of me to even make that video in the first place, and I'm owning up to it because it is the right thing to do.
I have to completely disagree with that point, folks. Anybody who takes any steps towards empathy or reconciliation is weak and is inadvertently pulling off a Carl Jacobs, also known as putting your ego aside and listening to other people other than yourself, which is very bad.
In no way was I trying to be malicious when I made that. I was just trying to make a joke, but that's no excuse whatsoever. There are no excuses for what I liked, commented, even making that video. Making that video was the first mistake.
Society is rotting at its core, folks. There is nothing fun anymore that you can do that completely relies on putting someone down for their identity. And I hate it here as a result. And in other news, footage of Jason Nash and Jeff Wittek discussing just how dangerous David Dobrik's stunts are recently resurfaced.
David tortures you a lot for your videos, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I don't know about you folks, but making a living off of being tortured by David Dobrik online is a type of legacy that anybody would love to have, if they're desperate for clout.
What's the most dangerous stunt he's had you do?
Well, he won't say this, but I think the pulling the chest hair out of the drill is pretty dangerous. Because a couple times when he did it, I'd be like, David, is it going the right way? And he's like, yeah, it's fucking going the right way. Don't worry about it. And then it wasn't.
Yeah, don't worry about it. David Dobrik will make sure that Jason has the best specialist if he ever ends up in the hospital. He may just ghost him for a few months after that.
Hypothetically,
yeah,
you guys do a bit together. You're in a coma for 6 months, but you wake up from all the publicity for your accident. You got 100 million followers.
Yeah.
Would you be happy?
So your question is, would I give up 6 months for 100 million followers and all that trauma?
Yeah.
No.
Real gutsy of Jason to say that in front of Daddy Dobrik, who, by the way, folks, does not seem pleased at all with this line of questioning. Jason may end up having to sleep in the shed for the next couple of weeks. And now for something totally unrelated. Footage of Logan Paul exposing his brother and his dad recently resurfaced.
Okay, so what are we gonna do about you and I, where you're not mad at me anymore?
You could start by apologizing.
Well, I would have if you would have talked to me. If I would have known about you, man, I would have said sorry.
Well, it sure sounds like things were going super well at the Paul household at that point in time.
No, I know, but there's been just a repetitiveness that is starting to worry me. Dangerous to what Jake and I have built over the past 4 or 5 years.
I don't think it's fair that you are coming at me for what I didn't do yet.
That is absolutely unbelievable, folks. How dare Logan see that a potential train wreck may happen and actually do something to try to stop it? It's way more fun to live through the crash if you have a death wish.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair at all.
But Logan, come on, you did some stupid
2 stupid things, that's it. Other than that, it's only wins. And guess what? I'm not doing stupid anymore from now on in the future, but I can guarantee Jake will continue to do stupid as will you.
Well, Logan is correct, folks. I bet you didn't think that Jake Paul was going to figure out a way to make money off of doing stupid things. And speaking of Jake Paul, his alleged victim, Justine Paradise, recently spoke out after going on a brief hiatus.
I'm getting so many threats in my DMs, not just from random people, but people who are in Los Angeles telling me that they're here so I need to watch my back. People saying that they will me if they see me. People saying that I need to myself. Like, there are so many messages of people telling me just to kill myself.
I am so incredibly proud of this community, folks. Time and time again, we show that we do know how to handle these situations and truly take victims seriously when they come forward with these types of allegations. And a special shout out to all the old men and the 13-year-old edgelords who had takes about this whole situation as smart as a block of wood Ben Shapiro bought at Home Depot.
He's saying that he's going to pursue legal action for defamation and all of that. You can only win a defamation case if someone is lying, if they said something that was a lie about you, and I didn't say anything that was a lie.
When are people going to start to understand that in situations like this, truth doesn't matter? The battle's playing out in the court of public opinion, and most idiots only care about who gets more clout instead of justice. So join me in being an idiot and treating victims of alleged SA as sacrificial lambs so you can get a little bit more clout. And now for something nobody expected, Raven Symone shared her thoughts on Nicki Minaj.
You both scream Nicki Minaj lyrics randomly and jam out to her music.
Sadly, no.
What? I don't believe this, folks. As a barb, I am disappointed.
We are creative thinkers. We think a lot. And sometimes when there is ratchet slash abrasive music on, it tends to clutter our brains more.
1 second, folks. I'm messaging everybody in my Barb's group chat to let them know that we have a score to settle. And speaking of settling a score, Bryce Hall and Austin McBroom finally met and things got steamy.
About to meet him. I want to see if his energy's the same in person. All right, so if I were to walk up to him and I go like this.
Yeah, pretty close, even closer. Get the f out of here. No shit, like don't touch him.
I'm not. Oh, come on. What kind of a face-off is this that they can't touch each other? I want to see at least a couple of punches fly. Folks, is it too much to ask for at least one charge before the fight happens? Dang it, I was really hoping they were gonna make out. Guess we're gonna have to wait to see the whole thing. And in other news, Jeffree Star sent a message to his stalkers.
I never thought that I would come on here and have to make an announcement like this, but I feel like some of my friends back home in LA, when they come on here and they are simply saying, please stop coming to my house.
I have a brilliant idea, folks. Instead of pushing away the stalkers, maybe Jeffree could invite them in, do a huge cookout for them. That way, we could hear straight from the stalkers if Jeffree actually says the words that he allegedly says in private.
I never thought I would have to make this statement in the least populated state in America, but if you live in Wyoming, even if you don't live in Wyoming and you live in the nearby states and you know where I live, please, I'm asking nicely, please stop showing up.
Well, folks, Jeffree asked very nicely, so any stalkers listening to that will definitely abide, because that's how stalkers usually operate. And now, palate cleanser. Anyway, defenders, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you like, will be another YouTube boxing event that happens. Tell me in the comments down below what do you think I want to know. Check out these videos right here. They're good too. Make sure you're washing your hands, not touching your faces. Stay away from stupid people. Have an amazing day, defenders. I love all of you. Peace.